Hey folks, Jake from Podcasty For Me here. This is a preview of a bonus episode from our Patreon feed, Paid Costly For Me. If you like this and you want to hear more, you can head on over to patreon.com/podcastyforme, where for $5 a month, you can get a new bonus episode every other week. That's patreon.com/podcastyforme. Enjoy! The screenplay has 6 people credited, and then Stuart Kaminsky, who's a Chicago film professor and mystery novelist who was brought on to make it not sound like it was written by a bunch of Italian guys who don't speak English at all.
I'm going to say Kaminsky, I'm holding his feet to the fire on this one.
Yeah, well, there's also it's in the frailing he quotes somebody saying, "We started on page 1. The interpreter did a literal translation, then Kaminsky did his version, and so it went on, give or take a few rows, because Kaminsky was a strict Jew and didn't like it when De Niro said to McGovern that in prison he used to masturbate while reading the Song of Songs." "No, never," yelled Kaminsky, and it was changed. Just really funny to have a guy be like,
"That's your line." Yeah.
These men are being
these rapist murderers. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, of course they are. Okay, so let's talk about the film, and I think at this point, this is the full-on jumping off point for anybody who doesn't want to hear about sexual violence.
Yep. All right, I'll take a shot at the achronology. Assist me if I'm missing pieces here.
That's fine. I'm gonna just from the get-go here, I'm gonna tell you that I don't think it matters tremendously if we get this correct.
Yeah. All right, so the film opens sort of in media res. There's flashes of some unknown criminals trying to find a guy who turns out to be Noodles, Robert De Niro. He is in an opium den hiding out, and we see through his immediate flashbacks that he is maybe in some type of escapist reverie because he has betrayed his friends to the police.
I hate to interrupt almost immediately, but Famous Podcast Girlfriend and I both, we turned to each other and we're apparently having the same thought, which is that opium dens seem kind of cool. It seems kind of chill.
Well, look, I want to say this is not the only reason. I also think thematically the film is imbued with so many interesting ideas that I don't know that it necessarily articulates, but the first 15 minutes of the movie are astonishing to me. I think that they are.
I was pretty locked in. I was ready.
I was thinking, here we go.
You'd never seen this either, right?
No, never seen it. Yeah, so I was ready for a Time in the West. I was ready for a GBU.
Yes,
but then. Fortunately, I'm almost appreciative of having my hopes shattered so immediately by the familiar tones. And I wanted to not believe it, but we get a little hint of the Beatles yesterday.
Scrambled eggs.
Yeah. As Noodles escapes, he's going to flee on the first bus out of town. And he sees this sort of strange, stained glass mural thing about going to Coney Island. And then we leap forward in time with the Beatles to 1960s, late 1960s.
68, I believe.
Yeah, I believe that's right. And so now we have Robert De Niro in old Irishman style, old man get up. And he has returned to New York for the first time since he fled in the 30s. And he is back in part because I didn't mention that there's a whole thing with a briefcase with money that he was expecting to get. And the money wasn't there. So he sort of left unsure of what had happened. And now, despite having disappeared, he's called back. And he has these sort of weepy reunions with various characters that we've already seen hints of, like Fats Mo.
Fat Mo, who's not Big Mo, the bar baby from Houston. Rest in peace.
That's right. Yeah.
There's still there are moments here where I'm the shot of the construction equipment lifting up the gravestone over the fence is
that was good for you. Oh my God!
I was just it was such a.
I wrote that down as the damn bulldozer lifting the gravestone up as
I was just the image was arresting.
Interesting.
Absent the thematic sort of meaning of it, I just found this thing in this position to be sort of surprising and striking as an image.
Oh,
it's corny, but like,
yeah, I felt like the dang strongman machine at the carnival. My head's just getting hammered with these metaphors. I look.
Oh, so your head is the paddle that
my head is the little
mallet
pad.
hits.
Exactly. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the grip strength machine.
Okay, yeah.
Which is what we used to call you in college.
That's right. Yeah. Interesting. Look, I want to acknowledge up top, I do think this film works for many, many people, including people whom I have great respect for. So there must be stuff in here that's working for people, including this image. This is a great example. And I think that's fine.
Yeah, I'm so confused by that, but let's get through let's try to just bang out the
all right, I'm gonna bang it out. I'm gonna lie it a lot more. You ready for this?
I'm gonna put some. I literally have I want the listener to know. I have a little clothespin shaped like an alligator.
That's right.
It's an alligator clip, and I'm gonna use it to clip my mouth closed while Ian does this.
Okay. All right. Noodles, as a kid, he couldn't maintain it for 1 second.
Really bad.
Noodles lives in kind of like a tenement Brooklyn amongst his little roustabout buddies. A new kid from the Bronx moves to town. That's Max, and they're sort of immediate rivals / friends, recognizing sort of like recognizes like. They are avoiding the police. They are building up their gang despite the aggression and violence of Bugsy's gang, the sort of extant criminal element. They become more and more powerful. They get in with the Italians. They start sort of taking advantage of prohibition. And all the while, Noodles also has this sort of will they, won't they, aggressive romantic tension with Deborah, who is Fat's little sister or older sister, I'm not sure. And part of the problem is that he can't
I gotta jump in here. You think that Fat Mo's name is Fat? His name's Mo.
No, that's not what I'm concerned about. Yeah, but you're right.
Okay. Yeah, she's Mo's sister. Yeah.
My question was about whether she was older or younger.
I think younger. But.
Okay. There's sort of a two paths diverge situation where Noodles sees Deborah, who wants him to stop being a hood and would sort of maybe get together with him if that was in the cards. And then there's Max, who hates Deborah for sort of distracting Noodles from their nascent criminal enterprise. So then we get a little time skip ahead. We keep going back to the 60s to see what he's up to, but we'll come back to that later.
Notably, one of their little buddy boys, the youngest and most obviously Italian of the child actors, who plays Dominic. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Which, like, the fuck? Where the fuck did you find a Jewish kid named Dominic? He gets shot fatally in the street by Bugsy, and in the novel, he gets shot by a cop. There's some interesting changes from the novel, but there's a very visibly a child gets shot to death in the street, and Noodles then knifes Bugsy and a cop and gets sent to prison, and that's
this is how we're going to jump ahead. I think this scene of child death sucks shit, unfortunately. So we skip ahead to after he gets out of prison, like a decade plus later. All the actors are adults now. Robert De Niro comes out. James Woods has been growing their empire while he's been inside. So he's presenting to him their Prohibition Club and the new friends they have and the Italian mob and all these different things.
Here's all the actors who are playing the people you saw before.
Yeah, exactly. They do this and say, look, it's me, whomever.
Cockeye.
Exactly, yes.
Want to hear the rest of the episode? Go to patreon.com/podcasty for me and sign up for just $5 a month. We're sorry we do this.